Welcome to Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing, version 3, for multimedia Windows. To start taking lessons, select Login. For help on getting started, select New User Help. And for a guided tour, select Meet Mavis.
Okay, hello everyone, this is Raptor coming at you with Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing version 3. Now this is the version that I originally used when I first started to learn how to type. And this came out in 1994, and then when I got to high school they already updated to version 5, which had more mini games. I know what you're thinking. I know there's already there's a current version on Steam. But I mean, I don't want to play the Steam version. I want to play the version that I played when I was, first learning how to type back in elementary school. So this is the version that I'm used to. Let's see, I think Mavis is like a tutorial, so I'm not going to deal with that.
Are you a new student or just looking?
I guess I'm a new student, Miss Beacon. Alright, so I am Zero Raptor. To adult. I'm 5 to 8. Yeah, sure. I would say intermediate, because I think I usually peak around 75 to 80 words per minute. So yeah, I can do, let's aim for 80. And accuracy, yeah, I'll go for 90. Is there anything else? QWERTY, visible, music. Do I want music on? I don't remember listening to the music, so yeah, why not? We'll keep the music on.
Welcome to typing class.
Okay. Intermediate diagnostic. Welcome to class. Since you're just starting your lessons here, here's a chance to wake up your fingers. Place your fingers over the home row keys and get ready to type some old sayings. Good luck and have fun. Okay. Oop. Nope. Oh, the double thing. Yeah, I remember when I first started typing, I think we did do the double tap to go on to the next sentence, which will never come to pass.
Good, you did well on that lesson.
44 words per minute, 2 errors. Yeah, I think I need to change the settings. Or I guess I can't. I'm surprised I even got this game to work, because this was meant for what was 94? This was Windows 3.1, I believe, because Windows 95 came out in 1995, obviously. So this was way before that. And I only managed to get this game to work because I have DOSBox installed on my computer to run old software. And this one, I actually found it on there's a website that someone is trying to make easy emulation for modern computers for people who want to play old games and old software, which is where I found this website. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested. It kind of costs you a little, because he makes CDs for you to install on your computer, so it's not a downloadable thing. I don't know how he manages to tweak the original programming to work on a modern computer. But I mean, it does use DOSBox, so I think he just makes it easier for people to install it. So if you're not a computer geek like me, it's probably just easier for you to just, it's really cheap. It's 17 bucks. So if you want to try out some old games, but you want to play it on a Windows 10 or later, then just use the link in my description. You could probably find it. Alright. Yep, so this is pretty much Y, K, N, H, J, L. Ooh, this is KKK. L, L, N, L, K, H, K, Kingdom Hearts, J, K, ha, kidding, K, J, K, L, M, L, J, I, J, LOL, K, P, K, K, J, K, L, M, L, J. Yep. Lol. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I remember back in high school, I had friends who did type like that where they alternate the lowercase and uppercase, and I never really understood the appeal of it, even as a teenager, because I was like, yeah, that was like the thing to do if you want to be like quirky or whatever, but I never really liked that because it made things like really hard to read. Know how to type all of the letters in the alphabet. Nope. Mr. and Mrs. Jones travel through Nevada. Ah. I'm not used to doing the double tap because that's like wait, let's get this done. I can't type and think at the same time. To the movies last Monday.
Good. You did well on that lesson.
Okay, yeah, so doing the double tap after a period, that was necessary back then because the way printers worked, it's not like modern printers now where you use like white sheets of paper. Back then it was like, it's like these wide sheets that have like alternating white and green lines, and it's just easier to read it because like you see the font there is like very like typewriter type font, and it was just easier to read stuff when it's like you do a double tap because that's like from the old typewriter days. Nowadays you only need one tap after a period and you can still read a digital like paper just fine. But yeah, back then like you had to do a double type, otherwise people weren't able to like read where sentences start and end. It would just be like, it literally looks like a run-on sentence with that font that they use here. Let's see. K T C. Oh. Okay, this I never really did because they try to teach you to use the alternate shift keys, and I always end up using like the same shift keys, which is really awkward. Yeah, so right now I'm using like, I just use the left shift key for everything, and I just got used to that. D&D. A B A ABBA. S V. These all look like logos for like companies. A X A S Z S D D. Yeah, I never got into the habit of alternating shift keys. I just use the left shift key for everything, which is kind of screwing me over right here, but whatever. That's what I'm used to, but at least I got, for the most part, I learned how to type without looking at the keyboard. I'm being timed. You are learning to type capital letters. I cheated with the caps lock. Who boy who cried wolf was a fate written by a off. Yeah, that double R's are reading, writing, and arithmetic. Ah, they don't do the...
You did well on that lesson.
Yeah, I'm of the camp of people who always, like, if you're doing a list of words, I put a comma after every one, because, you know, the last two words is, like, optional depending on your teacher, whether you put a comma on, like, the second to last word and then the last word. I always put a comma because that's just a habit that I picked up, and apparently it's like when you're dealing with contracts and stuff, it's really important for you to be clear on terms in a contract, and I feel like always having a comma there to list out every single part of a listing when you're typing out a sentence just makes sense. So then if you were to go in front of a judge or anything, you can say, hey, I itemized this list of stuff and I put a comma there, so it's actually two different things and not just one thing. You know, lawyers try to like reinterpret words to their liking. It's time for a visit to the circus. It's been a while since you played the card game. To refresh your memory, each time you type a letter or group of letters, card would be turned over. Yeah, so Mavis Beacon V3, like, it's not like the later Mavis Beacons where you can choose to do a variety of different mini games. Basically, the only way to choose what lessons that you do is just press N. It's like new suggestion until you see like something that you want to do. But I guess we'll go to this. Okay, this is louder than I remembered. Oop. Oh, I'm already done. Wow. I goofed. Oh. What? Ah. Ruined my groove. Oh, that's a freaky monkey.
Good. You did well on that lesson.
Let me see if other intermediate quiz. Yeah, sure, I'll try it. Okay, enter. Ooh, bloodlettings. Ah. Yeah. Ah.
Good. You did well on that lesson.
The special symbols. Why is my nose so itchy? Yeah, so in what was it? I think it was like 7th grade. We actually had a computer class, whereas in elementary school we just have computer lab sessions that every classroom would just take turns using the computer lab. But in my middle school we actually had like a computer class. That was like one of our periods that we would take. And in my computer class we had this teacher who was very adamant about making sure every student could type without looking at the keyboard, which is like important. You have to have your eye on the screen. You can't be like constantly looking down and up and down, because not only that you're gonna have whiplash, but it's also like it's very inefficient. So we would have tests where like she would legit tell all of us to look up at the ceiling, and like she would say words and then we would have to type them out, but we're not allowed to look at the monitor. Like the moment someone looks at the monitor, like she like slaps them side the head or something. But yeah, it was effective. Like I've learned to type without looking at my keyboard, because before then, like, I needed to play Mavis Beacon because she would have the keyboard up there, and then I would have to see like the ghosty fingers to know where like my fingers are landing. But yeah, I did pretty well. Let's see. Sentences. Play a new game. Roboman. Okay, I don't remember this one. Ooh. Roboman's working overtime in the factory, finishing up before he goes to the circus. Help him do his job so he can have some fun. Oh. To the Robo. Oh, jeez. Game type. Okay, I can't read as it appears. Oh my gosh, that was so fast. Like, I couldn't even read. Did you guys see what was... Like, it just started out of nowhere, and it was so hard because, like, he's going so fast, and, like, each of the letters are, like, small. I don't even know how I'm supposed to
You
read
aren't
that.
concentrating. If you're going to get better, you'll have to try harder.
He was going so fast. He was going, like, 1,000,000 miles per hour. Okay. Egotistical. I do not remember him going this fast. I have no idea. Oh my gosh. I'm just type. Just type. Just type. I don't know what's... I can't read this. I cannot. Nation. Can we slow him down? I think he's got way too much Red Bull in him. Nation. That's Beethoven! Are you kidding me? Counter. I have like, as soon as I see the letter is like gone from the screen, like. Okay, yeah, I'm failing. I'm failing. Just make it stop. Make it stop.
That wasn't your best, but don't quit now.
Okay. I think it's just circus. Roboman. Yeah. Yeah, so you just learning all the different keys and then you're just practicing. What was it? Like, there was a special key for you to get to like the main menu or like log out. I honestly do not remember the Roboman going that fast. I think that's a problem with the trying to emulate this game on a current rig. Because at the time, like, this was meant for Windows 3.1. So Windows 3.1, the processing power was like way less than your modern day computer. So I think they programmed the robot to utilize the processing power of the Windows 3.1, which is a lot slower. Because I do not remember the robot being that fast. Because I remember I did do a good job on the robot, but he was just like zooming through like 100 miles per hour. Like, wow, okay. Ooh, eccentricities. Why does this word trip me up? Tranquilitating. Yeah. This whole thing's exacerbating. So, jeez. Electroencephalogram. This relationship without the S word. Come on. What is wrong, fingers?
Good, you did well on that lesson.
I'm getting worse. Okay. Each passage, you move on to the number keys. Oh boy. I can type, guys, I swear. Oh, what? Oh yeah, the double. I really need to change that setting. Incessant Encephalomyelitis. Some big words here. Nah.
Good. You did well on that lesson.
25 errors. Alright. Numbers. Oh, I wanted me to use it on. I like using like the number pads. Easier for me. Yeah, I'm not used to using like the top. Because usually I'm not really typing stuff that's this well integrated with the number. Oh, 1. Okay, to be fair, that's a font issue. That wasn't me. Look, 3L2. That looks like 312. That's very misleading. Wow. Stairs in the sky, I mean. Oh my gosh, no one puts decimals after the PMs. Oh, I didn't like onions anyways.
Good job.
Yeah, see
Are
that
you
listing
ready for the
has
next
like a
lesson?
comma after potatoes. They don't put potatoes and like apricots. No. To be fair, 6 is elite for B. But we're not learning elite here. Yeah, this is a horrible font. Which is why they updated in the later versions. G1. That was a butterfinger slip. That was not my intention. Satan! Duh, jeez. Geez, Santa bought me 6 pairs of socks, 3 shirts, and 4 ties. Can you not afford to buy your own clothes? Well, 1. I don't type this many numbers into my sentences these days. Oh, darn that double tap. Teachers.
Good job. Are you ready for the
Don't be
next
so
lesson?
patronizing me, Miss Beacon. Let's visit a new game. Oh, this one's a different one. Okay, so it's not the card matching one. How many minigames did they have in this version? Ah, the pie. Okay. Entering the average modern business establishment have ever stopped. Consider the vital role played by records in the successful operation of that business. To say that business as we know it would not be possible without the use of records is certainly no overstatement. To say that we live in a world of records is a self-evident truth, like Twitter. Our lives are bounded by them from the cradle to the grave. Why is this so relevant? The progress of civilization in the various countries of the world can be measured by the care and completeness with which the experience and memories of one generation have been passed on to the next. Business records naturally have developed to the highest degree in centers of commercial activities to the uninformed. Keeping books may regarded as an activity of recent origin and as being responsible for many of the hidden mysteries of the business world on dang it. Contrary, however, records are almost as old as history itself. Crude characters scratched on the walls of caves in which primitive man existed. The baked clay tablets in the Near East, or the papyrus rolls in Egyptiles, that since earliest times man has been confronted with the problems of recording what belongs to him, what is due him, and what he owes to his creditors in order that he may have some idea of his financial progress and status. Like Twitter, in fact, only 2 years after Christopher Columbus, slave owner, made his way westward across the uncharted Atlantic Ocean, the first textbook in bookkeeping was written by an Italian monk. Why is this not over yet? Those principles of keeping accounts by the double entry system as developed in his book are basic to all our
I'm sorry, your time has expired for this lesson. Let's move on to the next lesson.
Thanks, Miss Beacon, for ending my suffering. Oh, it looks like cursing. Introducing the cursing keys. The censor keys. Rebel Man. No, I'm not doing Rebel Man anymore. Yeah, so it's a card matching. See what the clowns are up to. Press enter to begin. Nope. I'm stuck, so. Oh. Thank you. Quit. Yes. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing V3. I don't think I'm gonna play V5. I don't even know if anyone's made a V5 work on the Windows 10 or later. So I think that will be it for Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing. I'm not gonna play the current one. From what I've seen, it looks pretty boring. It looks like they took out all the mini games, which is, it kind of helps you learn typing better when you have like a mini game to play with. It just, I don't know, it just adds interesting elements to the monotony of learning, you know. It's easier to retain information when you make learning fun, which is, I was lucky enough to have a lot of teachers do that for me throughout my grade school years, from like kindergarten to senior year of high school. But I mean, they weren't all perfect, but like a good amount of them like made learning fun, and it helped me retain a lot of information from those years. Yeah, that's Mavis Beacon V3, and I guess that's pretty much it for now. Until next time, this is Zero Raptor signing off without misspelling, hopefully. Laters.